the champs and the Prem. Don't let this be in vain. Go and cement yourselves on May the 30th in Arsenal history, the first Champions League in this club's history, from the gaffer to the players. Now we focus on West Ham. I was nervous about West Ham away anyways. With all the stakes at play, owing to the Premier League, we've got that. But the potential to, anything can happen. We could get to the Champions League final and lose. We could obviously win. There's a scenario where League Cup final, loss, Champions League final, loss, out the FA Cup, out the Prem, and likewise, we could bring home the Prem or the champs. It's the business end. And again, everybody, the fans made the stadium electric. The players are saying it's one of the best days they've been at the Emirates. So the fans did their job. Andrea Berta scrapping man on the sideline. Love it. Eddie, you could never do that. You could never do that. His old team as well. He don't care about them, man, there. Mikel Arteta, you won the tactical battle against Simeone. Every one of my players individually stood up to be counted and won their battles. The collective took care of itself. There's not a single player I could say did not rise to the occasion. And it feels like everything is clicking into gear at the right time. Saka, finally fully fit, badded up Fulham. You saw he scored today. You can say what you want about my star man because he's not a boy anymore. He's fucking world class. He's top 5 in his position. Scored against Bayern Munich, scored against Atletico Madrid, scored against Real Madrid. You name a team in Europe that he's bucked or in this league, he slapped it. Nobody rates him. They compare their decent. Any winger has a decent little game. He's already compared to Bukayo. Everyone stood up to be kind. Saka's doing his thing now. Gyökeres, man of the match, if not you or Declan Rice, in my opinion. Gyökeres, Bukayo, Declan Rice, Saliba, Gabriel. I have to large up Benjamin White as well. I didn't think you would start today. Big up yourself. You had a very important game. Calafiori is a bit booky, but yeah, my 2 centre-halves, madness. Raya collecting crosses, madness. Man-to-a-man, Trossard, first half of the season, you was immaculate. Don't know what's happened since the turn of 2026, but Fulham and today, you stood up to be counted. Everybody stood up to be counted. Miles Lewis-Skelly, you know I'm the president of the fan base. My president is black. My Lambo is blue. Lovely to see his parents and his family there and his name's being chanted. Started in another big European night. I was not fazed about Miles Lewis-Skelly. He's young. There's obviously things he could learn. Mentality is there. Relish is the big stage. See you do it against Real Madrid. See you do it against Bayern and PSG. Done your thing today. Mikel Arteta, you're finally, the pennies dropped. You're complicating where you need to complicate. You're keeping things simple where you need to simplify things. You're getting all your calls in terms of how you're starting games and in-game management correct. You deserve praise because I'm the first to criticize you when it goes left. You did everything. Even with me, there was a couple of shocks. I expected Zubimendi to start. I didn't know if Mascara or Ben White. Admittedly, I probably expected Ben White, but you could argue Mascara, Benjamin White, Zubimendi could have started. Probably could have went with Kai and Odegaard. Could have went with Hincapié. Now, obviously, fitness dictates what he can do, but normally we would start these kind of guys, have a bit of a conservative approach, and then start gambling as the game went on. Today, I saw from the off mentality, all that stuff. We wanted to start fast, get the goal, which we obviously did, and then shore up business. Football's decided in both ends. We've done that, innit? There was some hairy moments. So, of course, there were some hairy moments. There was some, I won't quite say controversies, but both teams could argue they could have had a penalty. Obviously, Gyökeres, the one thing I wanted you to do is bag after that brilliant cross from Hincapié. Big up the warrior Hincapié. Think you stood up to be counted. Gyökeres, amazing. First touch, link up play. If there's any criticism for Gyökeres, I'm not hearing it. You did everything you could do to sign for this football club. And they can criticize your first touch. They can do all of that. Word to Clive Palmer, don't judge him on his first touch. Judge him on his last, which he didn't do that today. Stood up to be counted. On it in the big moments. Every one of you on it in these moments. So when the manager is coming out here and saying, I'm on fire, enjoy this part of the season, this is what the fans want. We've won a battle. We now need to win wars. This can't be in vain. That's a great night at the Emirates. Atletico Madrid is up there with Real Madrid, up there with when Jack Wilshere did his thing against Barcelona and all of those kind of big games. We've won battles. We need to win the wars. We're a competitive bunch. We've been second how many years? Year in, year progress. Quarterfinals, 2 semis, and now a final. We're a competitive team with competitive players and a competitive manager. Now it's about legacy. Nobody at Arsenal has seen us win a Champions League. There's an opportunity there to put yourself in history that will live long beyond your years. The Premier League, under Mikel Arteta, we've had 4 bites of the cherry, 4 and counting, 3 previously we failed. There's a generation ready to be inspired that will remember you lot in years to come. It's very easy at this point of the season. You know what needs to be done. Now, I look at Bayern Munich, I look at PSG. Logically, I don't give us a snowball's chance apart from 50% because we're in a final. End of the day, you're in it. Turn up on the day and see what happens. And this is the realm we wanted to be at. Are we better than Atletico Madrid? In my opinion, yes. Are we of the level of historically a Real Madrid or PSG or Bayern Munich in this current day? No, but we deserve to be there because we've been one of the most competitive sides in the league and in the Champions League. We deserve to be there. And we need to look overruled by the occasion. Learn the lessons, because I know the League Cup final isn't a Champions League final, but in terms of getting to a final and having regrets, there's every day you can learn. There's stuff we can learn, but we enjoy tonight. Tomorrow it's irrelevant. We know we're in the final in May. Book your Budapest flights. Now on to West Ham, because it's in the balance. You could have a season to remember, and the pain of going out the FA Cup, the League Cup, the pain of previous years, the wounds have healed, or it could go left. So we can't get excited. Left foot in front of the right, calm down and do our thing. Proud of the boys. Proud of the boys. Proud of everybody. Everything connected to Arsenal Football Club. Andre Alberto, handling contracts, signing man. I know you're going to sell the players that need to be sold. Gripsing up man on the sideline. Large up yourself, Andre Alberto. Yes, we are in the finals, people. And it feels a bit surreal. I'm not really on this just taking part thing, but madness. Miles Lewis-Skelly, madman. Bro, what can you say about Miles Lewis-Skelly? Miles Lewis-Skelly. Gyökeres, Gabriel, Saliba, David Raya, Benjamin White, big up yourself. Bukayo the Starboy, Declan Rice, Trossard, you was man to a man. Not one player out there was found lacking. At a push, Calafiori is a bit beaky, but it's cool, man. Big up Gyökeres. Nobody bred my striker, because it's all fun and games to make all them fucking jokes that you lot were making. Nobody talk nonsense now. Where's the jokes? Where's that Don? Where's that twat that was on the overlap? And he's almost, if anything, he's way fatter than Gyökeres. You look like you fat twat. Where are them jokes? Where's them jokes? Where's the bottle done? I'm going too early. I don't care. There's nothing they can say about my boys and my team that they haven't been saying for years. You think Arsenal fans are unbearable? You fucking twats that are. But I promise you, we're going to give you something. Boys, 3, 4, 5, however many games. You know what needs to be done. We'll talk very soon. Miles Lewis-Skelly, Declan Rice. Who would have thought? And I know when Zubimendi touches the pitch properly again, he's going to be lit. Oh, you should have been running this. All's forgiven, but the Miles Lewis-Skelly thing... Bro, him, Declan Rice, Zubi, and next midfielder we're sort. Tuchel, I hope you're watching. I don't care about Nico. Nico Riley's good, but has he done it against PSG? Has he done it against Bayern? Has he done it against Real and Atletico? I don't know, man. I don't know. Big up O'Reilly. It's all fun and games, but Tuchel, it's not too late. You deserve more, Arsenal fans. We do Saka. And this is why I'll always defend Saka. There's certain men that I will defend religiously, logically or not. Saka's one of them. He's done everything for this football club from a kid. And he's done it again. Half fit as well. Don't tell me this ain't an Arsenal legend in the making. He's world-class. Declan Rice is world-class. Saliba's world-class. Gabriel's world-class. David Raya's world-class. Miles Lewis-Skelly and Max Dowman, they're cooking. You see what we're doing over here? We did that, innit, people? I'm not just making it up. Like, this really happened, didn't it? Like, this. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. We really did this, innit? Yes! Smash the like button, people. I've got it all out my system. But at the end of the day, Arsenal in the Champions League final. I don't know. Everyone's got something to say today, nothing to say. The task is very simple. In whatever games we've got left in whatever competition, win them by hook or by crook. I can nitpick about tactics and things and everything I've seen in the last stretch of games, like literally Newcastle, Fulham, 2 against Atletico, and I might be missing one out. Everything I've needed to see. But I don't care if the performance is amazing. I don't care if it's like Fulham or if it's jammy 1-0. Get the job done now. Get the job done. Because they can't, of course, if we do win the Prem or the champs, the agenda just evolves. People won't give us our credit. Many genuine football men and women will, but many won't. Now I'm at the point. Go and etch your names. Go and etch your names on that trophy. Go and etch your names. Remember how it feels, to get so close but so far. You got to a final. You've come up short in the Premier. You had the highs of Real Madrid and obviously PSG last year. The League Cup final. It's a long step at Wembley. It's a long step going up to Wembley, and not doing it. History isn't kind. In my 31 years, I've seen us get to Europa League final. The less said, the better. VAR's involved. We probably win in Paris. Go and etch it. Remember that hurt. You're not as bad as you think you are when, the Bournemouth kind of games. And I ain't going to act perfect. There's been 2 times my support, or my support has never wavered. Corner boys in the building, A's up to it, threes up, always been that. Never, ever not going to be that. But my belief, it wavered twice this season. I'm not perfect. It wavered twice. Wolves away, I thought it was done. I thought this thing is done. Bournemouth, I thought this thing was done. The League Cup final, I was very scared. Go and be on the right side of 5 margins, and this tells you anything can happen. Go and get it done. You lot haven't lost belief. When things are going left, you're not as bad as you think you are. When things are going good in life, you're not as good as you think you are. One level left in front of the right. Let's get this thing done, man. Let's get this thing done. Let's get this thing done. Let's get this thing done. We deserved it. 13 shots, 2 on target. They also had 2 on target. And from an Atletico Madrid point of view, you know, I know we all know with Simeone, the connotations of Simeone, defensive, solid, they are that in it. They really are that. But they're not as like in their heyday or in their pomp. They're not as great defensively. They're actually very good going forward. I think statistically, they've scored more goals in the Champions League this year than I think the second highest is 2013-14, where they've got to a final. They have a great record against English opposition. We haven't lost in the Champions League Champions League. We have lost in the final. We ain't lost in the Champions League at any point. We've scored a lot of goals. We've kept some clean sheets. We haven't lost at any point this season. So the data is good. I'd rather play Bayern Munich than PSG. I don't think it's a mammoth task. I just feel Bayern's football is way more logical and it makes a bit more sense. PSG is just the next thing in it. But you're in this realm. Upsets are there to happen. As long as there's a chance in it. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, we all know, contrary to popular belief, we were never going to win 4 trophies. But when you look at it, FA Cup, you shat the bed. We ain't not been serious in that since we won it under Mikel Arteta. League Cup final, I don't just want to be in a final for the sake of it, but you went as far, you went to the end, innit? Premier League, you're still in it. Champions League, you're in it. So this tells me you are a competitive side. Everything reflects competitive sides. First semi-finals in 140 years. Back-to-back semis and whatnot in our history. All the statistics come out and reflect that we're a competitive side. The only statistic we need now is doing this. Champions League, Prems. I've already got the drafts. I told you lot this earlier. There's some scary agendas. If you think I'm unbearable, Saka, if we do what needs to be done, I'm putting you in some conversation. Saliba, Gabriel, David Raya, Miles Lewis, Skelly, Max Dowman, Noni Madueke, even. The reboards could be crazy. And that's what I like. The reboards had their time in the first half of the season. The pennies dropped for Arteta. Just play the real Gs in the real G positions and just make things happen. We deserved it today. From an Atletico Madrid point of view, the only time I felt, because obviously as a fan, you're engaged in it and all of that. When they took off Alvarez, at some point, Julian Alvarez, Griezmann, and Lookman, none of them are all on the pitch. That's when I'm like, all right, it's kind of cool. Like, we're all right. And big up Gyökeres for his hold-up play and what led to the goal, if I haven't made that clear as well. Yeah, man, I don't think Atletico knew whether to stick or twist. I think we were dominant on possession. I think we controlled the margins better. Obviously, we got the goal. At no point did I feel Atletico Madrid kind of threw the kitchen sink. And it probably, you know, like loyal Atletico Madrid fans that are watching them week in, week out, probably have them on less of a pedestal than a casual viewer like myself. We know what Simeone and Atletico Madrid have done throughout his time there is absolutely immaculate and amazing. And they're a difficult team. We were just the better ones. It weren't easy. There was some hairy moments. I think there was less hairy moments today than in the first leg, if I'm honest with you. But you know what we do, innit? You know what we do. You know what we do. We know what we do. Sorry, people. I need a second. I'm going to get to you lot's comments. Smash the like button, people. I need to get this out of my system. My ADHD is going through the roof. I'm so emotionally overstimulated right now. My mind is racing. I'm being picky here. The only thing I would have wished for today is if Hincapié cross, if Gyökeres had his shooting boots. Well, ironically, Gyökeres, it was kind of a Kai Havertz-esque performance in that the general play, link up, working the channels, winning fouls, all that stuff was there, apart from the finish. And I've said this in the last 2 streams we've been live, people. Gyökeres, the one thing I need you to learn is to get more shots off for yourself, but that isn't isolated to today. You're too honest. You can see the refs in Europe and the Prem. You're getting fouled, clothesline, bare things are happening. Go down. Because being honest and having integrity is not going to get you the fouls you deserve, if I'm completely honest with you. Magalhaes as well. I love the shit out of Zuri, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the likes while you wait. People, big up you lot at the beginning of the chat, man. Without you lot, the channel's dead. DG Nation, one love, especially my members and my moderators, the Camsters, Francesco of this world, the Mats of this world. I'm excited. Listen, there's too many names. If I ain't said your name, you're not left out. If you know, I love you lot, innit? Juju, shut up, man. Get out of here, man. Noni got out of Chelsea at the right time. You never want to be the last to leave a rave. Oh, champions of the world. Allow it. Shh. We gifted this country another Champions League place, which Chelsea still fucked up. You shouldn't be heartbroken. You should be heartbroken that your boy Cole Palmer missed the penalty. You got battered by Nottingham Forest. Relegation for that at this moment in time, where you lot were in a title race, and now you're trying to cling on to Champions League, which is gone. João Pedro scored a bicycle kick, and it meant nothing. Focus, bro. When you watch other people's pots of rice, your thing starts burning. Please don't make my team do this. We're going to talk soon. We're gonna talk soon. We're all in disbelief. Nah, we'll call. Don't worry. Rants will get what's covered to him when we do whatever. Trust me, zoom in and Abby Summers. Man, don't want them backhanded Arsenal compliments from the pagans. No one, none of that. Job's not done. Job's not done. Let's go, DG, on my home from the Emirates. Come on, bossy. Everybody get home safe. Atletico had nothing for us. Nothing for us. DG say swear in the Champions League final. It's not a drill. We are. We made it. We made it. We're here. This has been a roller coaster of the season. But listen, this is our club. We know how it gets. We know how it gets. There was a point in the season, you know, we're winning games. There's no shots on target. The period after the last international break was dark. It was horrible. League Cup. Boys, you upset me. Bournemouth, you upset me. City at the Etihad. It was better, but still upset me. In those must-win moments, we've not come through, and we still haven't. I know we've got through to the final. That's the next step. That's what takes us from being a competitive side to a great side. A great side, for me, is winning something, because you can't take that away. Because you could argue we've had some of the best times during the Emirates era in the last 4 years, some of the best individuals, great collective squad. There's nothing 20 years from now that as much as it breaks my heart for the Salibas, the Gabriels, the Declan Rices, the Bakayos, the Lewis Kellys, the list goes on. There's nothing that's solidified your thing in our history. Now you got opportunity. Pardon me. 4 games from Dreamland. A wise YouTuber once used to say all the time on his YouTube channel, the dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Make of that what you will. Finally, thank the Most High each and every. Without God, we're nothing, man. Big up yourself, DG, for having belief when everyone else didn't. Bro, I came into the season thinking we could win the Prem. I did. From knocking the champs, I won't quite believe it until we do it. But my belief has been hit. I've been pessimistic on the Champions League. Wolves away, Bournemouth. I said the Prem's gone. But the players and the boys, you don't never lack belief. One hand on both trophies, my guy. We need to grip it because we've shown we can let it slip. We don't want to move like Almunia. And to be honest, I was watching Paris highlights today, bro. Like, I was watching the missed chances. New beginning, man. Stay humble, man. Big up Benjamin White. Like, bro, people like that deserve silverware. And then we send you on your way in the summer on a high. Tom, appreciate you for the super chat. Enjoy the moments, DG. Defense wins championships. Goals win games, and we need to. On to West Ham. Let's take care of business. City aren't hurting us this year. Yeah, I hope so, man. Just thinking, God willing, Saka, Rice, Eze, and hopefully MLS and Noni could have winners' medals in the PL, Champions League, and World Cup by the end of the summer. Surely Eze's forced his way onto the plane. I do think Noni's one of those players. Tuchel likes, so he'll be on the plane. Saka's obviously there. Rice is there. I hope MLS has changed. Tuchel's kind of thinking, but I still don't think you're on the plane, innit? If I'm honest. What a game from Glockerez. I told man about Glockerez. I told man. Now you can see it. Never doubt Glockerez. Eddie would have got bad. Eddie wouldn't have been on the scene. Big up Andre Alberto, man. When we win the Saturn, I got so much ready for you. We got the rum out tonight, boys and girls. Drink responsibly. It's not done yet. 50 likes. Can we please keep smashing the likes? Tom, once again, big up you for the super chat. Benny Blanco didn't let us down when the lights were bright. Massive applause from the guys. Holloway Road was buzzing tonight, bro. Holloway Road, Finsbury Park, the good side of Seven Sisters Road, and just not just North London, the whole of London, the whole of the world. There's probably youths in Somalia going mad. We need this. We're the culture club. Most hated and rated. That's why they chat on us. One more game in this competition. 3-4 more in the Prem. Everyone just keep their nerves. And let's keep going. Man said DG for PM. DG for President. Appreciate you, man. We can do this. Let's go, man. Safe journeys home, man. Gibbs, one love. Where you been? BG, one love. Big S, one love. We need to win it. That's all, basically, bro. My heart can't take these in another champs, bro, because you don't know that's the one I want. That's the one I want the most. Now, within the contexts of this, this season, all my energy's been in the Prem. This is the one I want, man. This is the one I want. We're too big of a club not to do this thing. And I think we have to be perfect. Either perfect being defensively, we've been good, we scored a goal, we got out of there, or we've done the impossible. The footballing gods are not going to let us, be 3 goals down and come back like Liverpool. Do what Chelsea done in their first one, going to Bayern Munich. United, 1999 and Moscow. Jammy, we're not going to get to do that. We're going to have to be quote-unquote perfect. And it's jarring when you're so close, but like we're closer to reaching our goals than the other way, man. This is why if this doesn't end if we don't end with silverware, Gaffer, I think you have to stay. But then there is a trail of thought that, bro, we might have gone as far as we can. I don't know where we go from here if we don't. We need to do this thing. We know there was hate watches against Fulham. There's going to be hate watches against West Ham. They were therefore there tonight. Every footballing person that doesn't rock with Arsenal are going to be channeling their spirits on May the 30th. But it's the 6th of May now. Literally just turned the 6th of May. Today, let's focus on West Ham away. But, well, yeah, you get where I'm going. Brentford, I know you got something for me this weekend. I hope so, man. They're fighting for Europe. Keith Andrews is doing a great job. My hopes are with Bournemouth, if I'm honest, when City play them. I think City will win whatever's left of their games at home, innit? Bournemouth's a nasty place to go. We know what Areola does. We know what their players do. It's Areola's last game at home. Hope is rocking. You got Glock, massive. Glock deserved the goal. DG, VG, massive performance, bro. I need to know, where's one of my mods, Ollie? There's a lot to say about Gyökeres. There's bare experts when it's Gyökeres, analysing touches and heat maps and this thing and that thing. Don't think BBC, Sky Sports, don't think I've forgotten all them articles when it was dark for Gyökeres. All I ask for is the same energy. All of these media platforms, same energy, the same amount of videos you said talking negatively about my football club. I need that same energy positively, because that's only fair, right? We know that's not going to happen. Roms, appreciate you. Should we get a gold Champions League trophy if we win it, bro? Imagine doing it on an invincible thing. 49, Lewis Kelly. Fate is here, DG. Question is, do the man them want it or not? It's simple at this point in the season. Go and get the job done. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be in a different realm rather than how it's ended in the last few years? Only time will tell. 4 games away from history. Wallahi, the conversations I'm putting these players in will be blasphemous. If we do the double Bakayo, I'll remind the world what you are, bro. Mazzeline. Appreciate you, Robbie. Slept at 11 p.m. yesterday and woke up at 1 a.m. to watch the game. It's almost 5 a.m. now. F it. I'm going on a run and later go to work. Worth it. Big up the Arsenal fans all over the world, man. Because you lot have to put in some crazy shifts as well. Watch when Ethan comes back from loan. It's been a great day, K, man. I can't sleep. I'm buzzing. Budapest, monumental win today. Statues will be built. The boys win it. We need it. Fatigue argument dead now. Everyone was running like men possessed. Bro, we was talking about this earlier. When you're winning games and you're in a good bit of moment, of course, all of those things are still relevant and prevalent. But psychologically, suddenly you might be carrying an ankle knot, right? You're not feeling that again. You're not feeling that again. It's 7 p.m. here. Where are you lot? That is 7 p.m. That must be America. Big up you lot. 3 games left and 1 final. Come on, you Gunners. DG/CJ. My problem is not with people not giving us our credit, but our own fans not giving us our credit. That's what disgusts me. Very sad life to live in it. But you know what? Every man and woman has free will. Misery likes company. All I can say for myself is when I think we deserve criticism, whether I'm right or wrong, I'm going to give us criticism. When I think we deserve our praise like today, fair enough. It's as simple as that. I just wish that. But we know how Arsenal is. There's too many vested agendas. I'm committed to loving everything Arteta does, hating